Hello everyone and welcome to this video about the cellular level of organization. In this video, we will be exploring the basic structure and function of cells, the building blocks of all living organisms. Cells are the smallest unit of life and they come in different shapes and sizes. But, all cells have certain basic components that perform essential functions. Some of these functions include undertaking certain biochemical reactions, regulating the transport of materials and also controlling cellular activities using genetic information. To carry out all of these functions, the cell is composed of subcellular structures or components that aid in its functions. Let's look at some of these components. The first we're going to look at is the cell membrane. The cell membrane, also known as the plasma membrane, is a thin, flexible barrier that surrounds the cell. It controls what enters and exits the cell. According to the fluid mosaic model, the plasma membrane is a lipid bilayer consisting of phospholipids, glycolipids, cholesterol, and some membrane proteins. The membrane proteins are either integral or peripheral. They are integral if they are found within the cell membrane and becomes a transmembrane if it extends across the cell membrane completely. On the other hand, peripheral proteins are attached to the surface of cell membrane, and can be either on the inner surface or outer surface. These membrane proteins are very useful to the cell and they can function as channels, transporters or receptors found on these cells. Some also function as identity markers for the cells they're present on, while others serve as enzymes that control processes within or outside of the cell. The plasma membrane, as said earlier, regulates movements of substances into and out of the cell. It has selective permeability towards certain substances and there are different transport processes that move substances across the plasma membrane. We'll talk extensively about these processes in our next video. The next component of the cell we're going to look at is the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is the gel-like substance that fills the cell, and it contains all the organelles found within the cell. This gel-like substance is also referred to as cytosol. It is within the cytosol where most of the biochemical processes of the cell take place, and the various organelles within the cytosol also perform individual functions that contribute to the overall function of the cell. Mitochondria, for instance, are referred to as the cell's powerhouses, and are responsible for producing energy through cellular respiration, which is a process that converts nutrients into energy. The endoplasmic reticulum, which is a network of tubules and flattened sacs, helps with protein synthesis and lipid metabolism. The rough endoplasmic reticulum is studded with ribosomes, which are involved in the production of proteins, and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is involved in lipid metabolism and detoxification. The Golgi apparatus is involved in modifying, sorting, and packaging proteins and lipids for transport to other parts of the cell or outside the cell. The Golgi is comprised of several stacked cisternae, which are flattened sacs that modify and package cellular products. Also, within the cytoplasm are lysosomes. These are small, spherical organelles that contain enzymes that digest cellular waste and foreign substances. They help to recycle cellular components and maintain the cell's internal environment. There are also peroxisomes, which are small organelles that detoxify harmful substances and break down fatty acids. They are similar in function to lysosomes but have a different set of enzymes. Before we go on, let's talk a bit about cytoskeleton and centrosome. The cytoskeleton is a network of protein filaments that provide shape, support, and movement to the cell. It is composed of microtubules, microfilaments, and intermediate filaments. The cytoskeleton also helps to maintain the cell's shape and is involved in cellular division and transport. The centrosome is the center of microtubule organization and is involved in cell division. It is composed of two centrioles, which are cylindrical structures made of microtubules. The centrosome helps to organize the chromosomes during cell division and is also involved in the formation of cilia and flagella, which are structures used for cell movement. Now, to the last and a very essential organelle in the cell, we'll talk about the nucleus. The nucleus is the control center of the cell, and is often referred to as the cell's brain. It contains the cell's genetic material, DNA, which is responsible for controlling the cell's activities. The nucleus is surrounded by a double membrane called the nuclear envelope, which helps to regulate the movement of materials in and out of the nucleus. The nucleus also contains the nucleolus, which is involved in the production of ribosomes. The nucleus contains the cell's DNA, which stores the genetic information required for the cell to function and replicate. This information is used to direct the cell's activities and determine its characteristics. The nucleus also plays a crucial role in regulating the expression of genes, which determine the traits and functions of the cell. The nucleus can turn genes on and off, which allows the cell to respond to various signals and adjust its behavior as needed. The nucleus, again, is involved in the regulation of cell division. It ensures that the DNA is properly replicated and organized before the cell divides into two daughter cells. So as you can see, the nucleus is crucial for the normal and proper functioning of the cell. So in summary, we've been able to explore the basic structure and function of cells. Next, we're going to look at how things work at the tissue level of organization. Thank you for watching. I hope this video has helped you better understand the cellular level of organization. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel too.